Hi guys, welcome back again to Vanzy channel. Today, I will share another list of 30 games that are playable on Winlator using an Android device with a size of 5 gigabytes or less. Some of the games on the following list don't run perfectly smoothly on mid-range or low-end devices. Some require advanced hardware for better performance on Winlator, such as the 8th Gen or Elite Snapdragon series. For devices that don't get maximum FPS at high graphics quality, you should lower the graphics and use settings that are suitable for your device. Okay, if so, let's get started. First, Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed 2007 is the first game in the popular Assassin's Creed franchise, known for its historical setting, parkour gameplay, and unique blend of action and stealth. This game is very playable to play on mid-range devices. State of Decay. State of Decay is an open-world zombie survival game that you should definitely play on Winlator. At around 2 gigabytes in size, this game is very storage-friendly for an open-world game. Outlast. Outlast is a highly effective survival horror game that delivers a terrifying experience through its immersive atmosphere, disturbing visuals, and emphasis on stealth and evasion. This game is also running very well on Android, especially for mid-range device and higher. For Assassin's Creed 2, with a size of 5 gigabits, you can play this game very smoothly on Winlator. This game is also quite popular and is one of the best Assassin's Creed franchises of all time. 5. Cuphead is generally considered a masterpiece for its artistic vision and challenging gameplay. With a size of only about 4 gigabytes, you can play this phenomenal game very smoothly. 6. The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. This is one of the most playable and smooth open-world games on Winlator. It also runs quite well on MediaTek devices, especially mid to high-end devices. 7. Call of Juarez Gunslinger is a first-person shooter video game with a strong emphasis on storytelling and arcade-style gunplay, set in the Wild West. Not only can it run very well, this game is also capable of running with quite high graphic quality, especially for high-end devices. 8. Hitman Blood Money. If you're a fan of the stealth kill genre, this game is a must-try. It's also very storage-friendly, taking up around 3.7 gigabytes and running perfectly on almost any Android device capable of running Winlator. 9. Need for Speed Underground 2 is known as one of the lightest racing games to play on Windows, even the first series. Both low-end and high-end devices are perfectly capable of running the game without any bugs whatsoever. 10. Need for Speed Most Wanted Black Edition. Both the Black Edition and Redux versions run smoothly. The game is only about 2 gigabytes in size and is highly recommended for playing on Winlator. It also runs quite well on Mali devices. 11. Far Cry is generally considered a solid and enjoyable game, especially for its time. It's a landmark title that pushed the boundaries of what was possible in first-person shooters, particularly in terms of graphics and AI. This game runs very well and also just around 2 gigabytes. 12. Far Cry 2 Fortunes Edition. Far Cry 2 is a game that polarizes opinions. It's a visually impressive and immersive experience that offers a unique take on the FPS genre. With a relatively low size of around 2 gigabytes, this game is sure to run smoothly on Winlator. 13. Hollow Knight is generally considered a masterpiece of the Metroidvania genre and is highly recommended for those who enjoy challenging games with a focus on exploration and atmosphere. This game is also very light for you to play. Captain Blood is a game that might appeal to players seeking a nostalgic trip back to early 2000s action games. Not only is it light when played on Winlator, this game can also be played with high graphic quality, especially on high-end devices. 15. For those who enjoy games like Tenchu, please give this game a try. At only 2.7 gigabytes, it should run smoothly on your device. Aragami 2 is a third-person stealth game where players take on the role of a ninja assassin with shadow manipulation abilities, fighting to protect their clan from an invading army. 17. Manhunt 2 is a controversial and graphic stealth action horror game, the sequel to the original Manhunt. It's known for its intense violence and disturbing themes, leading to censorship and restricted distribution. You can try this game with only 3 gigabyte size and very light to play. 18. Call of Duty 2. Who wouldn't want to play this game? It's one of the most enjoyable Call of Duty series. Moreover, it's just under 4 gigabytes in size and supports almost all Android devices. 19. Left 4 Dead. Besides the previous list, Left 4 Dead is also highly recommended for you to play on Winlator. This game is also very light and can be played on MediaTek devices without special drivers. Outer Wilds. This is a very demanding game and can only run smoothly on a Snapdragon 8th Gen 3 chipset. However, I don't know if other chipsets can run it. Regardless, you can try it yourself, as the game is only 4 gigabytes in size. 21. Subnautica is an underwater exploration and survival game where players navigate a vast alien ocean world after a spaceship crash. This game is only 3 gigabytes in size and is quite heavy to run. Lower the graphics to improve performance slightly. Next. Subnautica Below Zero places a greater emphasis on narrative and character development, with a voiced protagonist and more focus on story progression through logs and interactions. This series is lighter to play on Winlator than the first version. Next, Drive Rally offers a fun, accessible, and visually appealing arcade rally experience, but it may not satisfy players looking for a deep or highly detailed simulation. Even though this game is quite heavy, the game size is very low, only around 1 gigabyte. Next, The Forest is a first-person, open-world survival horror game where players must survive on a remote, cannibal-infested peninsula after a plane crash. It's praised for its tense atmosphere, unique survival mechanics, and intriguing story. This game only runs well on mid-range and high-end devices. Killing Floor is a cooperative first-person survival horror game where players fend off waves of increasingly challenging mutated creatures. It's known for its focus on teamwork, distinct perk system, and intense, gory combat. 26. Little Nightmares 2 is a critically acclaimed puzzle platformer horror game known for its dark atmosphere, unsettling visuals, and engaging story that builds on the lore of the first game. This game runs very well on Winlator and only has 3 gigabytes. Next, Inversion is a third-person shooter that incorporates gravity manipulation as a core gameplay mechanic. This game runs very well on Winlator using mid-range devices. Also, the size of this game is relatively low, only 4 gigabytes with amazing graphics. Next, Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. The game tells a heartfelt story of loss, sacrifice, and hope, focusing on Ori's journey to save the forest and reunite with their family. Next, Just Cause 2 is an open-world action-adventure game known for its over-the-top, explosive gameplay and expansive, diverse island setting. This is also one of the games that is quite challenging and very light to play on Winlator. Final list, Transformers the Game. At only about 4 gigabytes in size, you can play this popular franchise on Winlator. It's also a very lightweight game and easy to set up. Okay folks, that's a brief list of games playable on Winlator, with a size of 5 gigabytes or less. Some games are quite heavy to play, so don't run them at high graphics settings. Lowering the graphics settings can improve performance. Furthermore, driver and DXVK settings can also affect the stability of FPS when playing a game on Winlator. Okay guys, if you think this video useful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Van Z channel. Also, don't forget to leave your comments and tell us what you think about this video. Okay, see you next time, guys. Bye.